Breaking news. Heartbreak for Yahaya Bello as court rejects bid to transfer case to Kogi State over alleged 80.2 billion fraud. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. So Yahaya Bello, the former Kogi State governor, has been denied his request to transfer his 80.2 billion fraud case from the Federal High Court's Abuja Division to the Federal High Court's Kogi State Division. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Tosho, had turned down Yahaya Bello's request, and the Justice John Tosho upheld the argument of Dr. Kemi, a senior advocate of Nigeria, counsel to the EFCC that Bello's application failed on 3 grounds. We know that Yahaya Bello is facing a 19-count charge of alleged money laundering, breach of trust, and misappropriation of public funds of about 80.2 billion in a suit. Although the former governor had issued statements denying the allegation, but then he failed to appear before Justice Witty on June 13th and June 29th for his arraignment. And we know that Yahaya Bello is on the run. And after the last hearing, Bello, through his lawyer, Mohammed San, had filed an application dated June 10, 2024 to the Chief Judge for the transfer of his trial to the Federal High Court, Lokoja. But then the justice had opposed him, arguing, among others, that since the alleged offences were committed partly in Kogi and Abuja, the case could be filed in either places. And now, it seems that the court has kicked out Yahaya Bello's, transfer of his case from Abuja to Kogi State, and they've citing a pending appeal regarding the request for the transfer. They've said it is improper, for the court to transfer Yahaya Bello's case from Abuja to Kogi. The chief judge said he had reviewed the argument of both the defense and the prosecution in support of and against the request to come to his conclusion. He maintained that the EFCC was right to file the case in Abuja division of the court. So the main complaint in the case borders on alleged conversion and transfer of funds of Kogi State to Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, to purchase properties through act of concealment, and now the letter signed by the Special Assistant to the Chief Judge Joshua Ibrahim had noted. So Yahaya Bello's repeated snubbing of the court is not helping him at all. Yahaya Bello has snubbed the court on 2 occasions, failing to appear before his scheduled arraignment for the 80.2 billion money laundering charges against him. And instead of appearing in court, Yahaya Bello has sent his lawyers to request the transfer of the case from the FCT High Court to Lokoja. And Yahaya Bello left office as governor of Kogi State in January, facing 19-count charges of money laundering over 80 billion allegedly diverted from the coffers of Kogi State during his time as governor. And the EFCC had filed the charges against Yahaya Bello after he left office and lost his immunity from criminal prosecution. However, the agency has not been able to bring him to court because Yahaya Bello has been avoiding court sessions scheduled for his arraignment. And we know that Yahaya Bello is on the run. But then he sent his lawyers to go and transfer the case from Abuja to Kogi State. Why did he make that transfer for someone that it's not even appearing in court? Yahaya Bello is a big disgrace. Seriously, Yahaya Bello is a big disgrace because this man has been parading up and down, all in the name of running from the court. And the EFCC had recently noted that Yahaya Bello was planning to leave Morocco to another country and all of that, where they asked the Interpol to place him on watch list because, according to their intel, he's planning on moving from Morocco to Cameroon, another African country. And the EFCC chairman, Mr. Olukayode, months back vowed that he will get hold on Yahaya Bello. he will make sure he pursue this case. But it seems that they are lagging behind. They are lagging behind because someone that is on the run also sent his lawyers to go and transfer the case. Well, this case of Yahaya Bello is just, interesting because I wonder why they are still delaying this Yahaya Bello's case. Seriously, there's nothing stopping them from bringing Yahaya Bello to justice so he can answer for his crimes. In fact, nothing is stopping them from arresting Yahaya Bello, but I guess some certain persons are above the law. Now, these are reactions from Nigerians. Yahaya Bello is a disgrace to the Nigerian government and the people of Kogi State, which he governed for 8 years, and he is also a disgrace to the APC. Yahaya Bello has set a bad precedent for the judiciary. The Court of Appeal (EFCC) has given this Yahaya Bello too much opportunities that makes him feel he is above the law. In the history of the law, if Yahaya Bello feels he is above the law, no one else would believe the law. Now, I think the FG too has overpampered this useless thief called Yahaya Bello. But if it's Yahoo boys now, the EFCC would have fixed them out of their hotels. Everything will end up with the story. Let EFCC forget about political affiliations and do the needful. Shame where they arrest innocent Nnamdi Kanu all the way from Kenya, but Yahaya Bello must be arrested by all means. Now, the guy called Yahaya Bello is a stupid man to tell the federal government to come to Lokoja and have him tried. He wants to use his thugs to intimidate the EFCC in Lokoja like he did during the elections. We know that this Yahaya Bello is a #1 criminal who is also a former presidential aspirant. And he calls himself a Nigerian leader. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. Indeed, Yahaya Bello has really shown his true colors, the kind of person that he really is, and the EFCC are not helping matters because if it were to be another person, they would have gotten hold of that person. I mean, the federal government could bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. They kidnapped him, they kidnapped him from Kenya to Nigeria. They brought him back from Kenya to Nigeria. So, who is Yahaya Bello that the EFCC cannot even trace? Who is Yahaya Bello that the EFCC cannot know of his whereabouts? And he stays at one place, sending his lawyers to go to the High Court for them to transfer his case to Lokoja. Really? I mean, Yahaya Bello has set a bad precedent for the judiciary, and it is really unfortunate that Yahaya Bello has found himself in this mess. Rather than coming out to face the law, he is running, he is hiding. For how long shall you run, Yahaya Bello? For how long shall you hide, Yahaya Bello? Or is this another strategy to make the EFCC sweep this case under the carpet? Is this a ploy in a bid to distract Nigerians, and then after some time, they will forget about this case? Well, let's watch how everything plays out. Guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.